Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to the third episode of the second season of ROSA Reminders, where we will be discussing the topic Adab Menegur. So, you might have heard of this saying, Al-amru bil ma'ruf wa nahyu 'anil munkar, which basically tells us to encourage good deeds and discourage against bad ones. And in Surah Al-Dhariyat, ayat 55, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, wa dhakkir fa inna dhikra tanfa'ul mu'minin. Dan tetaplah memberi peringatan kerana sesungguhnya peringatan itu memberi manfaat kepada orang-orang mukmin. And we also know from the hadith that goes, khairun nas anfa'uhum linnas, that the best of people is the one yang paling bermanfaat to others. So that's why in this video I will be outlining as much as I can what to do and what not to do when you see someone doing something you know is wrong and you want to trigger that person to discourage them against doing it so that you can be orang yang bermanfaat to that person. So first of all, when approaching a situation where you need to trigger someone, be open-minded. You don't know what that person had to go through to end up doing what they've done. You don't know how they were brought up or the kind of environment they grew up in. So you can't expect everyone to know how certain things are supposed to be. Just because you grew up in a Muslim household, just because you attended school agama as a child, doesn't mean everyone else got to have that same privilege. So you can't exactly go around saying, oh, ato pun dah tahu ka. Macam, hindi payah. So, don't belittle people for not knowing something you know because they didn't have the privilege to know. Okay, if you know something they don't, just let them know nicely. Guide them properly, okay? Don't belittle them. And kalau boleh, when giving advice, don't do it in a manner where the other person would see it as nagging. Don't yell at them and use hurtful words. So no need to go around saying, this is why you don't have friends, or this is why your mom left you. Out of pocket and absolutely unnecessary. Macam you're giving advice because for their benefit. Like, how are they supposed to benefit from your advice if you say it that way? So what if they end up thinking, this person kind of mean, I kind of don't want to listen to her, and they end up doing something the exact opposite of what they're supposed to because this advice came from someone who said it in a very mean manner. And or what if they end up being too fixated on your insult to be able to comprehend your actual advice? So macam no point you see? Okay, and so don't be mean about it. And also don't do it in public. Do it in private, one-on-one, okay? When you're pointing at someone's wrongdoing in front of a lot of people, you might end up membuka their aib, which is bad. And if they're like humiliated in front of people, macam what if they get too concerned of people's eyes to actually take your advice into consideration? So once again, there's no point if they can't, comprehend it. Yeah, so don't do it in public. And there's this khutbah, it mentioned that you should apologize after every time you trigger someone. The tujuan mentioned in the khutbah is to pujuk perasaan hati the other person. And my take on it is that it's to let them know that you're doing this for them because you actually care enough about them to butt in their business. Okay? And if they know you're doing it for them and they know you care about them, then they're gonna take your advice better. Okay? So last but not least, pray for them. If you really want the best for them, then the best thing you can do for them is to pray for them. And if you pray for them macam like, mudahan tah yani dia tinggal salat, then inshallah malaikat would also pray the same for you. Like the hadith goes, قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم ما من عبد مسلم يدعو لأخيه إلا لا يدعو لأخيه بظهر الغيب إلا قال الملك ولك بمثل. There would be no Muslim servant that prays for his brother behind his back unless an angel says to him, and to you the same, for you the same. So if you pray for people, malaikat will also pray for you. Okay, so like it's a win-win situation. Okay, so pray for them. And I think that's it from me today. There's probably a lot to learn outside of this video, but from for today, that's it from me. Ambil yang baik-baik saja from this video. Yang baik-baik itu datangnya daripada Allah, and yang buruk from me. Thank you for listening. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.